Hey y'all, today is my birthday. Ooh, ooh. Your girl's 44. I know, right? Today I decided, since I'm out and about, I'm going to take the day off and I'm going to go visit a national park that I haven't been to since I was a small child. And I only vaguely remember it, but I really wanted to do it again. And so here I am. We got to get out and get our photograph, right? We are at Carlsbad. So yeah, here we are, Carlsbad Caverns. We're gonna go check out the caves today. I'm super excited to do this and I'm so glad you guys get to come with me. All right guys, I'm getting ready to go down into the cavern. I've just eaten the last couple bites of my breakfast because there are no snacks, no food or anything allowed down there. So what am I bringing with me? I am bringing plain water. That's all you can have is plain water down there. I'm also going to bring a headlamp. It said there's plenty of lighting down there, but you could bring a headlamp if you wanted to. So I'm bringing mine. And, you know, of course, my wallet and keys. And I'm also going to bring this puffy jacket. So I don't know if you know this, but caves are the same temperature year round. And I've looked up at the temperature of this one. This one says it's about 54 degrees year round. I'm going to go ahead and bring my puffy jacket with me and even my beanie because sometimes my ears get a little cold. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be down there. So jacket, headlamp, plain water, no food. That's it. Here we go. Side note, for those of you that are traveling in big rigs, there's plenty of parking and there's also a kennel, which is kind of cool. So if you plan on going down into the caves, you're not allowed to leave your animals in the parking lot here because it gets really hot. So they have kennels for that, which I think is a really cool amenity for parks to start providing. Thank you. Tip number 2, always hit the bathroom. Okay guys, so there are 2 ways into the cave. If you want, you can take an elevator and the elevator will take you all the way down to the big room of the cave and you can explore down there for like a mile and a half. Or you can do what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to take the scenic route and walk down into the cave to the natural entrance. Natural. It is beautiful out here. That's the bat amphitheater. That's where you get to watch the bats at night fly out of the cave, which is super cool. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna hike down this trail. It's just over, it's like a mile and a quarter down to the cave, and then it'll be another mile and a quarter in the cave. And I'm really excited about this, guys.
Entrance. It's a mile and a quarter hike from the entrance to the big room. Take about 45 minutes to an hour to reach the bottom. It is a steep entrance trail as you will be descending 750 feet below the surface. So take your time, be safe, have fun. Stay on the trail at all times. Do not go off trail for any reason. Do not touch the cave or the formations. Oils on our skin will damage them. No food or drinks except for clean drinking water, so no chewing gum, sunflower seeds, candy, snacks, or flavored drinks. Do not throw anything to the pits, pools, and ponds that you see along the trail. No tobacco products, no smoking, vaping, chewing tobacco, or marijuana products. Flashlights and flash photography are allowed. Just trying to blind people with them. And keep your voice to a minimum. Normal speaking voice will carry for about a quarter of a mile. Meaning that other people in the cave will be able to hear your deep, dark, dirty secrets. For our kids in the audience, our adults do like to wander off and get lost in the cave, so we ask the adults if they're armed GTV at all times so they do not get lost. Make sense? Fantastic. Right up here is also the last restroom we're going to see for about an hour. Next restroom is 750 feet below the visitor center. If you have to use the bathroom, please do so there. not along the trail. Us rangers do have to clean those trails by hand at the end of every single day. Any questions? Okay. Restroom's there. Cave is that way. Enjoy.
Remember? I see it. Oh, we're actually going inside.
I think so.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if we were going to see any bats because it's too early in the season. Normally they're not here yet, but I talked to a ranger. She said that the last 2 nights in a row they have seen bats coming out of the cave. So it's a crapshoot. They may or may not be sticking around. We don't know what we're going to see, but I'm definitely sticking around tonight to watch for that. But here we go, down the hill into that cavern there. Down and down we go. This is the last little stream of light before we make it into the dark. There it is, darkness. Alright, we are now entering the first little part of the cave. I'm gonna tell you, it's already starting to get chilly. I might be putting my puffy on sooner rather than later. But here we go. Here's our first section. Inside what feels like a cave. We still have so much further to walk down. But this is already amazing. There is one more beam of light, but it's still coming from the cavern. That's the hole we came in on. That's the natural entrance. Come this far. Still a ways to go. And we are headed into the dark. Also to say, it is kind of chilly down here. I did have to put my jacket on pretty quickly. There are handrails to hold on to if you need them. With lighting, it is a little bit slick in places, but that was an ominous sign. Entering the dark. the place as any to drop some cave knowledge. So, if you see something hanging from the ceiling, this is a stalactite because they're holding on tight to the ceiling. If it is growing from the bottom, that's a stalagmite. And if the two marry together, they grow a column. It takes thousands, millions of years for a cave to be alive, for the water to drip down, for them to make a column like this. And then we come into caves and kill them and they never grow again. All right, we're still going down and it's getting more and more moist in here. There are signs telling you to make sure to hold on to the handrail, and the handrail is wet, which means that the ground is also wet, so make sure your shoes are good. We are still going down. Okay, we made it down the 1.25 miles, and now we are in this giant room, aptly called the big room. It is a giant room. Super cool, really well lit. Get to see all the cool things. did it. I survived the cave. And now to the elevator back up, because they don't want anybody walking back up that 1.25 miles apparently. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for spending my birthday with me. I had an awesome time here at Carlsbad. I took a couple hours. I spent probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours down in the cave. I had a beautiful time. I met another nomad, had a great time. I do think I'm going to come back tonight. So technically this is off season. It's March. And usually the bats are down in Mexico, but the ranger told me that they did see bats the last 2 nights. Not a ton of them, but some of them. So there's a possibility there might be bats coming out of the cave tonight. If you've never seen that, it's definitely an experience and one that I am going to come back tonight on the just in case maybe it happens, because I definitely want to see the bats flying out of the caves. Usually that happens in the summer, you know, there's a ton of bats. They go to winter in Mexico. So it's a crapshoot. I may or may not get to see them, but I'm going to give it a try anyway, just in case. I won't be videoing that though. There is strict rules, no phones. Every electronic has to be completely off for the bats because it messes with them with all the electronics. So not going to get a recording of it either way, so this is going to be just for me, but I'm excited. I had a wonderful day. So see you guys later.